Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Mangg Plays the Best Games of All Time. Can already tell you this is probably not going to be a lengthy video. We're here with Mortal Kombat, released in 1992 for the arcade. It's a game pretty much everyone's heard of. A game series, I should say, or just a franchise, really. And yeah, I mean, this was a big deal, in the 90s. Like, the whole 90s, pretty much. It was a big deal. When I was a youngin', I want to say, oh boy, 8 maybe? Probably around 8 or so. Give or take. Because I don't think the N64 was out yet. No, it wouldn't have been, I don't think. Or maybe it was out and we didn't have it. Either way, I was young, and I think a friend of ours down the street, maybe, owned Mortal Kombat on, like, the SNES. And he brought it over to play with my brother, and I wanted to play. Because, I mean, of course, Mortal fucking Kombat. Looks awesome. And, my mom forbade it. Forbid it. Hell no. You're not playing. I wasn't even allowed to watch. Because, I mean, really, watching it was the same, pretty close to playing it, you know? And I was upset, because it's like, you know, it's just Mortal Kombat. It's just a video game. So yeah, I didn't actually get to play Mortal Kombat for a while. And then I finally did, and it's just like, yeah, that's cool, I guess. That exists. It's always kind of been in Street Fighter's shadow and stuff like that. I mean, pretty much every fighting franchise is somewhat in Street Fighter's shadow. But it's had its share of movies and shows and other things. You know. But the issue here is that, much like Street Fighter 2, I don't really think Mortal Kombat is actually one of the best games of all time. Especially because I think... Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 the following year is also on the best of list. And it's just like... Jesus. And I would probably say Mortal Kombat 2 is probably a bit more likely to be one of the best games of all time. Because I think if you're just doing lip service and like, oh yeah, Mortal Kombat, that's one of the best games of all time, right? You're just going to say Mortal Kombat 1. But I think people that put 2 on the best games of all time list, that's a bit more of like a thoughtful decision. I'm not saying 2 is necessarily one of the best games of all time, but probably more so than 1. Especially because what I know of 2 is that it's just basically the first one, but better. And you know how many games there are in the Mortal Kombat franchise? You have any idea? In 2019, they released Mortal Kombat 11. Now, I'm not saying Mortal Kombat 11 is the best in the series or anything like that, but it's like, if anyone can honestly answer this for me, because Mortal Kombat 11 is obviously not on the list, although that's potentially just because the list ends in 2018. Is there anything that Mortal Kombat 1 does better than Mortal Kombat 11? And I think maybe the only argument you might be able to show off and mention is like simplicity. Which, I mean, is an argument, but then at that point, why not just say Mortal Kombat 2? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, let's just play it. I've played it before a little bit, but like I don't know. Eh, eh. So we've got um uh this guy whose name I forget, and is this Jax and Sub-Zero and Sonya Blade and Scorpion and that other guy. Oh, I'm this guy. Liu Kang. That's it. And I mean, at the time, it was like really cool to see like people, actual people in a game. Because when I was that age, I didn't know FMV games existed or anything like that. So this was like seeing the first game you see real people in the game doing moves, and it's like, holy shit, it's lifelike. It does not hold up, of course. Yeah. I mean, maybe if you're like a big fighting game fan, I mean, that's like your favorite genre, and you did a top 1,000 games, you'd probably put Mortal Kombat 1 on your list. I would guess. But as a general audience thing, I mean, you polling the whole world, top 1,000 games. I don't know, I guess if you polled the whole world, probably. I don't know. I don't know what my point is. I guess my point is it's not one of my top 1,000 games. It's not even better than Street Fighter 2. The original. And I said Street Fighter 2 was not one of the best games of all time. So this doesn't stand a chance in hell. I didn't actually want to pick Liu Kang, by the way. Anytime I play Mortal Kombat, it's Sub-Zero. And then they have Raiden, although they don't pronounce it Raiden, because that would be the actual proper Japanese pronunciation. They pronounce it Raiden. And apparently that's just canonically how his name is pronounced, even though it's just wrong. But it's not a Japanese game, so I don't know. I guess maybe whatever. Again, I'm not shitting on its importance, its influence, its popularity. Just, no, not one of the best games of all time. There you have it. That's Mortal Kombat. Let's do the same thing we did for Street Fighter, shall we? Let's go and look best Mortal Kombat. Alright. Game Informer ranked every Mortal Kombat game from worst to best. Take your pick of where you think this ended up. There's 14 slots. Just think about it. Okay, you've thought? Alright. Comes in at number 9 out of 14. So there are worse games. Mortal Kombat 4 they decided was worse. But yeah, there are 8 better. According to Game Informer. Now maybe you disagree. If you're curious, they said the best one was Mortal Kombat 11. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at 10 best according to Metacritic. They have 10 here, and Mortal Kombat Original is at... Not on the list. It's not on the list. Okay, there you have it. They have Mortal Kombat 2 at 10 of 10. So there's that. Inverse, ranking all of the 11 main Mortal Kombat games from worst to best. Alright, number 11 is Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat is at 8 of 11. This is sort of weird to be one of the best games of all time. I mean, this is kind of odd to me. Let's go to Reddit, shall we? What are your top 5 Mortal Kombat games? Let's see here. There's a tier list here. It has the original Mortal Kombat at an A tier. It's pretty good. Comments. Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat... They've got all these abbreviations I don't know. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 9, 10, Shaolin Monks, 11. Deception, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 9, 11, Armageddon. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 4, 9, 3, 9, 2, 11, 11, 9, 2. Not seeing a whole lot of ones. There's a couple of them. I will say there's a couple ones in there. But most of these, this is on the Mortal Kombat subreddit, of course. 9 seems to be the most popular among these people. That's the one I see the most. But I do see 2 a decent amount. So that's promising. Let's look at another thread, shall we? They actually have a poll. Okay, they lumped together 1, 2, and 3. They lumped together 1, 2, and 3 all in one option, and that's still the second lowest option. With Mortal Kombat 11 having the most, followed by Mortal Kombat 9. Now this is pretty strange, because I don't think Mortal Kombat 9 is even on the list. Nope, it's not. Just 1 and 2. Isn't that curious? Isn't this curious? That it's almost like journalists that compile a top 100 list just put stuff on there even though they don't really think it. It's either that, it's either they're like lying or they're so swayed by nostalgia that they can't even fucking think properly. And, you know, video game journalists, any type of journal, you just shit out articles, you know? You just shit it out. You've got, okay, hey, next month I want a top 100 games of all time list. It's like, alright, let me just do this. No one really cares. Anything you put on the list, no matter what, even if it was like the perfect list that I agreed with 100%, I'm like, holy shit, this is the top 100 games of all time. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be somebody disagreeing with you. So what does it fucking matter if you put Mortal Kombat 1 on your list? It's not like you're really going to go and play, like, you're going to go and sit there and play Mortal Kombat 9 and play it, like, all the way through and be like, yeah, this does seem better than Mortal Kombat 1. I'm going to put that on there. Because then if you put too new of games, people are like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Don't you have any respect for the classics? Where's Space Invaders, you motherfucker? You know, it's just, yeah. I'm probably going to end up a very bitter person after all this is done. The bottom line is Mortal Kombat 1, not one of the best games of all time. Frankly, not even a very good game by today's standards. And certainly nowhere near the best of the Mortal Kombat series. And I'm not saying that personally. That's just based on, you know, the actual fans of the series. Anyways, that'll do it. We don't need to spend any more time with this because we have Mortal Kombat 2 coming up next year. My name is Mangg. This has been Mangg Plays the Best Games of All Time with Mortal Kombat. I'll see you fine folks next time.